friends, Chris here, and this week on Diary of a Gender Fluid we're talking about binding and packing. So I choose to bind my chest on days where I feel uncomfortable with my chest, which is the purpose of binding, but I don't bind every day. And some days when I don't bind, I am having a masculine day. And I think an important thing to note about being gender fluid and non-binary in general, or even for some trans guys, not that I'm trying to speak for anyone else, but just from what I've heard from people, binding isn't always necessary. And I think in particular for the non-binary community, there is this idea that in order to be gender fluid or non-binary, if you are AFAB, you have to look masculine, and if you are AMAB, you have to look feminine. And I don't think that's necessarily true at all, actually. Like right now, my makeup's done, and I'm wearing a flower crown, which is traditionally feminine, and I don't know, I'm all cuted up, and this doesn't mean that I am a girl today, you know? Normally for me, I don't really feel like any particular gender. Some days I have masculine days that are like super masculine, some days I have super feminine days. Most of the time, I feel like, why should I have to define my gender based on my masculinity or femininity? It doesn't make sense to me. And so yeah, if you decide not to bind or pack, or to not wear prosthetic breasts, or is it called tucking? I'm not familiar, I'm sorry. If you decide not to alter your physical appearance based on your gender identity, you're not less valid. You don't have to bind to be an AFAB non-binary person. I think it defeats the purpose of rejecting gender to then say, in order to be non-binary, you have to bind your chest or pack. So those are just my thoughts on the topic. Let me know what you friends think. I would love to hear from all of you. And yeah, I'll see you next Ratter Day. Mwah!